Quick look at the Bundesliga table as we head towards the weekend. Dortmund actually opens the action on Friday as they visit Union Berlin. Tough place to play, we know that, because Bayern Munich dropped some points there over the weekend. Of course, the big game this weekend, Saturday, Bayer Leverkusen, Bayern Munich, showdown between the top two teams in the table. For more, let's welcome in Kasey, Keller, Bundesliga veteran. Let's put that Bayern Munich-Leverkusen game off to the side for just a second and start with Dortmund. We got our first look at Dortmund in the Edin Terzic era, a 2-1 win against Werder Bremen on Tuesday. Did you notice any difference from what we've seen over the last couple weeks under Lucien Favre?
I think the only thing is maybe a little bit more concentration on defending. It was a tough match. Werder Bremen much better this season. They made things very difficult for Borussia Dortmund. You know, even Terzic said in the postgame, you know, you're not really going to wave a magic wand and everything just gets perfectly better overnight. It's going to take some time, and I still believe that cutting edge up front that Erling Haaland gave them is still missing. And if he's not back till January, they're going to seriously have to try to find ways to score the goals in bunches that they did before, because I just don't think this team is set up to defensively just grind out wins. Now, they did an excellent job. They found a way to get a win against Werder Bremen, and I feel for Pavlenka. He had a very good game in goal for Werder Bremen, and then, you know, unfortunately caused the penalty, which ultimately gave Dortmund the win after he saved the penalty that he caused. So yeah, it frustrated for Werder Bremen, but Dortmund needed 3 points, and they found it.
Kasey, you always wonder what the bump is going to be like after a new manager comes in. Interesting quote from Marco Reus after the game on Terzic. He said, "He gave us a belief we're a good team." My question to you is, are they really a good team? And by that, are they really good enough to now lock in and make it a true title race with Bayern Munich?
I don't think so right now. I was worried about, before the season even started, kind of the athleticism of Dortmund defensively. That when they came against some of the teams, and that they would be exposed. And go back to the Stuttgart match, which eventually got Favre fired. Stuttgart is extremely athletic going forward, and it really exposed Dortmund, particularly a team that loves possession, loves to push a bunch of numbers forward, and if they gave possession away the way they did, the athleticism of Stuttgart really exposed that Dortmund defense. Now, I know Hummels isn't the most athletic right now, but he's going to probably miss a game or two, at least with a hamstring issue, which will put more pressure on an already fragile defense.
Dortmund gets the win on Tuesday. So does Bayern Munich, 2-1 over Wolfsburg. But Kasey, it really wasn't easy. Wolfsburg gets an early goal. They outshoot Bayern Munich. This one came down like quite a few matches for Bayern Munich have of late. Manuel Neuer really saving the bacon.
Yeah, this was really a match of two players. And you talk about Lewandowski scoring goals at one end and Neuer keeping them out at the other. And it is. I mean, it's so much of in the past. I think go back 3 or 4 years, and I really felt that Manuel Neuer at times was bored in goal. Bayern were so dominant, and he put himself in strange positions because I thought he was just back there twiddling his thumbs, wanting to do something. Well, the way Bayern's been playing this season in particular, he's not bored. They're conceding goals, and they're conceding goals not because he's in poor form. They're conceding goals because the opposition is getting lots of opportunities. And so, yes, Lewandowski popped up, scored 2 typical great Lewandowski goals. But if it hadn't have been for Neuer in the final 5-10 minutes, they would have dropped points. And so this is why this matchup against Leverkusen is going to be so fun on Saturday, because Leverkusen are the really informed side, the team that is solid defensively, but still scoring goals and fun to watch. But they haven't necessarily, in my opinion, been tested against the better teams in the Bundesliga yet this year. And so I think this is where we're going to find out if Leverkusen are for real, or are Bayern maybe not as strong as we've seen in the recent past due to, fixture congestion, injuries, the list goes on.
Kasey, one more thing on Manuel Neuer. He earns FIFA's The Best Award as the world's best goalie today. The FIFA Pro 11 also comes out. That has Alisson in it as the best goalie. We know there are different groups that vote on that. But if you had your choice between the two today, who you taking?
I mean, I'm probably taking Neuer just briefly, but minusculely. But probably, if you'd asked me this question at the same time last year, then I probably would have picked Alisson. And I know how sometimes this voting goes. It goes by kind of who's in the recent form and who's in the spotlight and what's happening because it is, or sometimes that vote happened 3-4 months ago, and it's just the matter of time when they finally tally it and make it public. So the part for me that I kind of laugh is you have two great goalkeepers, you have two different groups, and it's a way that both groups can respect what each player has done, give them each an award because both are thoroughly deserving.
All right, let's talk Leverkusen. Let's talk Bayern Munich. Every time, every week, we always say we want a title race in the Bundesliga. Yet, whenever there's a question asked of Bayern Munich, the other teams just don't have the answers. What are you seeing from this Leverkusen side that you say, yeah, they might have the answer on Saturday?
I see a team. I mean, they're not a group of superstar individuals that you would see in a Bayern Munich or kind of the young stars that you're seeing come out of Dortmund. You're seeing a group that is just playing very well together. And I'm excited to see them against the stars. I'm excited to see how poorly Bayern have been defending over this season, and can Leverkusen exploit that? And then at the same time, as you mentioned, Seb, and rightfully so, when Bayern gets pushed, they always seem to have an extra gear. And nobody then has been able to compete. And I'm interested to see if that extra gear is just too tired for Bayern right now to be able to step up. And is Leverkusen the real deal? Now, don't get me wrong. I think with a much shorter winter break, but the squad size, everything that Bayern Munich has in its favor, if they can get through Christmas, get some bodies fit, maybe bring in a reinforcement or two, I still believe they're going to win their 9th or 10th title in a row.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.